Parents spend so much of money on our education. If we can't teach the basic science and basic maths and basic languages to our kids, what was the purpose of our education then? What a waste. So if you want to create another talking parrot who repeats everything like a slave of the system, then please send your school children to the school. But if you want free thinkers never went to these modern schools, the modern schools. Today we don't get these Aryabhattas and Einsteins anymore. So is the earth rotating or not rotating? We have not seen, but we are made to believe it is rotating.
Yeah.
I am not saying whether it is questioning has stopped. Those guys used to question. Einstein and Aryabhattas, they used to, our Sushrit, Samhita, Fishrat, and everybody used to question and then get 10 options. We stopped studying them also. We stopped questioning also. And that is why we have stopped the further growth of our mind. Because selectively, they did not teach you about lymphatic system in schools. Lymphatic system is the body's drainage system. They taught you about cardiovascular system, blood flow, taught you about nervous system, neurological system. They didn't teach you about this lymphatic system, which is the drainage system of the body. If they teach you about drainage system, you will understand every disease.
Yeah.
First, they take away good things, sustainable things from you. Then they sell it back to you once you forget how to do it.
Yeah.
At a higher prime premium.
Yeah.
This is how the system is. Most of people of my generation are working from morning to night. They come back in the night to eat food and sleep. Get up only to eat food, to go back to work for somebody else, make money for them. We only get Saturday, Sunday. And Saturday, Sunday, what people do is
Go outings,
Mall
or
splurge money,
something.
do a staycation or spend money, retail therapy to regain whatever lost time they had in those 5 days.
Yeah.
All the happiness that you were supposed to get all the days, you try to quickly take it out in 2 days.
2 days.
2 days quickly, let's go stay out, poor can, spend the night and
Come back.
So it's called redemption.
Yeah. You were saying about the education also. Like, don't you send your son to school, or what is your thoughts about that?
So to answer that question, I will first ask you a question. So
Yeah.
you will have to answer and the answer will contain the answer.
Okay, let's try.
So firstly, why do we need to send children to school?
Because we get knowledge, everything from the school, because they have subject science, maths, social, everything. They will learn Kannada languages also, and they will learn the maths, how to do maths and all. They will got to know the history and the science, how they grow, what is the river and the soil and engine, all those things.
Knowledge. Then
Only knowledge, I guess.
knowledge,
Yeah, and they can earn. They can earn in future.
they can earn in future.
Yeah, so they can settle. They can do job and they will earn from that.
Then
And these two I can see now.
so I'll answer. First we'll take knowledge.
Knowledge, yeah.
Now we'll take your first point, knowledge. Okay.
Knowledge.
So in knowledge also I have 3 points to make.
Okay.
One, you and your husband were also educated.
Yeah.
So you already have the knowledge. If by studying and spending, our parents spend so much of money on our education, if we can't teach the basic science and basic maths and basic languages to our kids, what was the purpose of our education then? What a waste. Number one.
Okay.
Number two, you said languages and everything.
Yeah.
So I remember my great grandfather knew 8 languages.
Okay.
Not by studying in the school. He knew 8 languages by talking to people, by traveling to the different cities and states, and he just knew he could read and write and speak 8 languages. Even other grandmothers in my building, I know they speak at least 4 to 5 languages. Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Sanskrit, English, Hindi. 6 languages at least they know, minimum. How is it possible? They didn't study in school these languages. Languages were meant to be explored by talking and getting, I learned French by living in France and trying to talk to them in French and listening to them, and by reading and everything. I learned French from them. So the point is, you can learn by being with people, from each other. There is a collective education knowledge bank which is there. We are ignoring that, and we are going to the system and telling me, oh, tell me, give me, I will pay you money. Why have we monetized education? Knowledge is freely available. Coming to that, the third point is how Kairav has been learning. For example, I have been taking him out every day from my house to here walking, we meet at least 10 dogs, stray dogs. We meet 3 cats. We meet at least 5 goats, at least 5 cows. Okay. And 20 people minimum on the way. And once we come here, we meet another 20 people. He meets them. He learns so much from them. From childhood, he knows from 4 months old, this is dog, this is cow. Dog does bow, and cow does and this is guy, this is kutta. English, Hindi, both he knows. And he knows cheetah, butterfly, titli, lotus. By looking at all these things, eagle, tota, parrot, he can point out and tell you which tree is this, which
you're
is that.
talking like it's a simple one, but what about the complex?
No, it starts from there. No?
Yeah.
I'm talking about starting.
Yeah.
People are sending their children as early as 2 years, 3 years old. 2 years, I have seen children are sending. 2 years preschool.
Preschools are there, yeah.
So there is no limit.
Yeah, that's true.
Why are you sending? Oh, they will play, they will learn.
Yeah, they will learn.
Let them play openly. No, why inside a cage? Why inside a prison?
Yeah.
Why inside 4 walls?
Yeah.
Why inside boundaries?
Yeah.
Why should there be boundaries? So, if the child can learn from nature, second option. Most of the children they get books. Book says A for apple, B for bat, C for cow, and then you press a button, cow makes sound.
Yeah.
So this guy, without doing that, knows how cow makes. What is cow? He knows this is cow.
Yeah.
Not in the book.
Yeah.
Now, if you show him the book, he will immediately tell you, "Oh, this is cow. I know how cow." He knows.
Yeah.
So these are the 2 ways of learning.
Yeah.
From real life or from books are important.
Yeah.
I'm not saying books are not important, but inside 4 walls, imprisonment is not required. You setting boundaries that this is what you need to learn is not required. They should be able to learn whatever and from whoever they want. If he wants to learn from a cow, he can learn from the cow.
Yeah.
If he wants to learn from my friends at the lake, he will learn from them what they are doing. They're throwing seeds. He will do that if he wants. Somebody is doing exercise. He knows what push-up is. He will learn what push-up is. I don't have to send him to a gym to learn what push-up is. I do push-up, others do push-ups, pull-ups. He knows how to do pull-ups. He can do pull-ups. He can do even skin the cat, do like this, because he saw me doing it. So he can do that at very young age, because our body has all the capability to learn new things. We are putting them in a box, and then when they come in the job field till college, we are conditioning them to be only like a prototype, disciplined. Wear same shoes, cut your hair, cut your nails, wear the same uniform. Don't you can't ask too many questions in the class.
Yeah, we should not ask.
Raise your finger first of all. If the teacher wants, she will allow you. Otherwise, unnecessarily you ask too many questions, out of the class.
Yeah, that's
I have suffered that trauma.
Yeah.
Because I was very inquisitive. I used to ask too many questions. Most of the time, teacher used to think I'm disturbing the class.
Yeah.
So I was thrown out of the class.
Yeah, even for me it happened.
Punishment for asking question.
Yeah.
So 90% of the children, they got conditioned not to ask too many questions. Hey, madam डांटेगी यार, छोड़ो. देख लेंगे. Exam में we'll write whatever they have told, we'll write. In exam, I used to write varied kind of answers. But I was always scolded for being different.
Yeah, even my daughter also, if she write only one question for answer, she will write in different way, no? They will correct it. Okay, you had to write exactly
the way book has
the book has written.
So you become...
She will ask, this answer only I'm giving, no? That why we have to tell in that same way.
Same language, right?
Yeah.
So this system is making not great people.
Yeah.
It is making puppets or slaves of the system. You will become a parrot who will keep parroting. Rattu tota bolte hai Hindi mein. You will become a parrot who says the same thing which your book has told you. Then today when I tell you that this is the reality about health, you will then be like, oh no, this can't be true. I've been taught something else from childhood, because you're conditioned and trained to repeat like a parrot what the system has told you from the books. So if you want to create another talking parrot who repeats everything like a slave of the system, then please send your school children to the school. But if you want free thinkers never went to these modern schools, the modern schools. Today we don't get these Aryabhattas and Einsteins anymore.
Yeah.
We only get great developers of the programmers and coders.
Yeah.
They're great.
Yeah.
Because they've been trained to do that. Other than that, nothing else. Same coders and trade, if I tell them be in the jungle for one day also, very difficult.
Yeah.
Very difficult. There might be exceptions, but your mind doesn't allow you to be in the nature, overall. People are now realizing they're breaking from the system. A lot of people from all industries, software, everywhere, they're trying to go into this natural farming and everything gradually. But it's very difficult because you've been raised by the system in a. So my point was, you need knowledge. Knowledge is available in openly. Whatever you need, it's there. Books are also there. Child should be free to choose what book he wants to read, and he will read.
Yeah.
More than reading, he will read people.
Yeah.
He'll talk to you. He'll learn something. He'll talk to me. He'll learn something. So I spend a lot of time with other kids. In my building, all the kids spend time with me every day. They learn a lot from me, which is not taught in the school.
Yeah.
So that means they're becoming free thinkers now. That is more important. We want free thinkers who can think on their own, not depend on somebody else's study, and not take it as the final verdict. Listen to me, then question more, question again and again and again. Book they can't question. Me they can question. Then I can say, oh, maybe you should talk to somebody else. Maybe they will talk to somebody else, ask the same questions, more questions. We want the kids to be someone who can question everything, and then
they get answered by themselves also.
Answers by themselves. Our mind is very intelligent. You close your eyes, you go into deep meditation, you can get answers for even anything in the world. How do you think our ancestors without telescope knew where the stars are, where which planet is there, where everything they could see? Because mind has immense power. Today with mobile we can't even remember phone numbers.
Yeah.
Basic maths, what do you want to go to school for? You have mobile, you have Excel sheet, then why do you need to learn maths? I am saying this is how the flawed argument is. You need to learn, but from the nature you learn basic maths, basic this thing, what you want to learn. I am not saying use calculator, I'm against that, because it is diminishing your abilities.
Yeah.
Your mental capabilities and abilities is diminishing because of dependence on technology. So no wonder AI will take over. Then what education you want? For job? Job for what? So then my next question is, education I answered.
Yeah.
You will get all your education from learning from the nature and people. You can get all the knowledge from the books also. You can still, nobody is forcing you not to read books. You will read books.
Yeah.
You will get all your knowledge. We as parents also responsible to teach our kids.
Yeah.
So education will come from all the directions. Nature, parents, grandparents, family, other humans, and books.
Books are there. Yeah, sources are there.
Sources are there. Experiments, toys, building things, making carpentry, growing fruits and vegetables. You know how to grow. You know the science now. Those kind of experiments the kids will keep doing. So the fifth point is that these commercial schools, conventional schools actually for 12 years burden you with knowledge and information, right? Which is back to back. So you are just supposed to read, memorize, and remember, and then put it in the exam. And you have to blindly trust that whoever has written that has written it correctly. Those theorems and those theories and those scientific researches, you're only taught that, and you have to know only that, and that's it. Because of that information overload and the burden of too much of information, you don't get time to think for yourself.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to blindly believe what is written in the textbook, because you are told that somebody has already done the research, and you're supposed to believe that he's done it right, and that's it. You cannot replicate the way Einstein thought anymore, because you're supposed to spend all your 12 years, productive years, in memorizing all these. So when you come out of this school system, you are programmed to believe only whatever the system has told you, because you didn't even get time to think for yourself. The system creates...
You are only shutting the doors of creativity.
Because the system has created a vyavastha where you cannot think freely. You cannot ask questions. You don't have the time. The teacher doesn't have the time to answer your questions out of the box. You cannot reinvent the wheel and say, okay, let me think about why the apple was falling down. Is it only gravity, or is it the pressure of the air on the top? Could be either of the two. Is the earth rotating or not rotating? We have not seen, but we are made to believe it is rotating.
Yeah.
I am not saying whether it is. Questioning has stopped. Those guys used to question Einstein and Aryabhatta's. They used to, our Sushrit, Samhita, Sushrat, and everybody used to question and then get 10 options. We stopped studying them also. We stopped questioning also. And that is why we have stopped the further growth of our mind, our ability to find more options.
Learn by
Ourselves naturally. So that is stopped. You become only parrots. So because of this information overload, you're not even able to absorb one information nicely and understand it nicely. So you only become superficially programmed adult when you come out of the school. So if I ask you, what is the mucus coming out of your nose? Why is it called cold? What is wrong with it? Why does it even happen? You don't know. I ask anybody, they don't know why mucus is coming out. Where is it coming from? They don't know.
Yeah.
We just know when cold happens, mucus comes out.
Yeah.
Sneezing happens, coughing happens. Why? Such a basic thing, right? Basic question. Why it is happening? If you had time in school, you would have asked these questions and you would have learned yourself. Oh, because of that. Because selectively, they did not teach you about lymphatic system in schools. Lymphatic system is the body's drainage system. They taught you about cardiovascular system, blood flow. They taught you about nervous system, neurological system. They didn't teach you about this lymphatic system, which is a drainage system of the body. If they teach you about drainage system, you will understand every disease, how it happens, how the body is trying to clean itself through the drain. That drainage liquid is only mucus. It's coming out from your nose or from your stool or sometimes from the skin. And then why would you not know what is coming out from your body? It's a very basic thing. Because of information overload, you are only meant to know something and not understand it.
Yeah.
You have to memorize it and that's it. Go on. Go ahead. So my question to every parent is, you want to create Rattu Tota, parrots, or you want to create Aryabhattas and Einsteins who can think for themselves, from themselves, and they're happy souls in life. They're independent. Choice is yours. Now the second part was job. So I have already answered, but now you will realize the connection. Why do you need a job?
To survive, to earn money.
To earn money. Why do you need to earn money?
Yeah, food and to buy comforts.
Comforts are?
What
is
the luxuries and if we want to go somewhere, like we have to buy car or a vehicle to reach early. So yeah, and to survive.
Survive means you're saying basic necessities of life, right? To get basic necessities of life first. Luxury means everybody can't buy luxuries, right?
Yeah, why do we need
for money? Why do you need money?
Yeah, as I said, like for living luxury life and live it comfortably, and we need money to buy food also.
So basic necessities, no?
Yeah,
anybody who goes to do a job to earn money, 70% of India's population is not living in luxury, right? So
yeah, basic needs we require.
So they earn money for basic needs.
Yeah.
Basic needs are what?
Like a house,
shelter,
and clothes, food. These are
Roti,
the basic. Yeah, these are the basic, and we can go little up scale, like having big sofa and car, all those kind of.
Right. So the basic three important necessities is where we need to focus on.
Yeah.
That is why you're saying we need to go to school to get a job to earn money. From money we buy all this. Such a long process.
Yeah.
What if I tell you that you teach your kids how to grow your food? If you want to teach your kids to cook food, which I am against, but still, if you want to teach, at least teach them how to cook food also. Grow their food, source their food. Then food part is done. If you know how to grow your food, you're done. Your food dependence is taken care of. You don't need money to buy food. 2, clothes. If you live in community setup where we continue the weaving culture, because that is dying with factory made clothes, that weaving culture is going away. And then people are realizing, oh, the woven clothes have more energy, higher vibration than these synthetic and these factory made clothes. So they are buying linen and those hand woven fabric, which is selling for very expensive.
Oh,
because weavers are dying. The weaver communities are going away because they are told that send your children to school. when they're sending their children to school, the children don't want to do the weaving, they want to do something else. IT and doctor and everything. So it is being lost. Same as farmer. Farmers are told, send your children to school. Okay, gone.
Yeah.
Now these children don't want to do farming. They're selling their ancestor lands. They're coming to cities. This toxic life to study engineering and all these things. So we are destroying the thread of our civilization. All the skills that we had, carpentry and metallurgy and weaving and farming, everything is going away.
Yeah.
So if we still try to get back, we still have opportunity in India. We still have time. We can still do that if we all get together and we pick up different subjects. I teach health, you teach farming, you teach weaving, and kids who want to learn weaving will learn weaving. Slowly, new generations will be created of new communities of weavers, and farmers, and health experts. New Vaidyas will come. Then we are interdependent on each other and we will support each other without the need of money, currency. We give each other as a community. We live like a big family and we just spend most of the time celebrating festivals and happiness. Nothing else. Cooking together, farming together. Then you don't need money and this job and everything. Your job should be your daily routine. Farming should be your job. Your weaving should be your job. Cooking for the family should be your job. Creating pottery vessels should be your job. Building house. One should know makan. Building your own house, shelter. This is a basic thing. Even a bird can build its own nest.
Yeah.
Are we less intelligent? We don't know how to build our own house. We should be able to build house. Now people are realizing sustainable home means using stones and mud. Not using cement, chemicals, paints, and all those things. And now, if you want to ask somebody to build a sustainable house, means they're charging premium.
Yeah.
Twice the rate, thrice the rate.
Price the rate. Yeah.
This is how they're fooling us.
Yeah.
First, they take away good things, sustainable things from you. Then they sell it back to you once you forget how to do it.
Yeah.
At a higher premium.
Yeah.
This is how the system is. They took away all the good vessels from your home, all the tamba, brass, and copper.
Yeah.
And
now again
iron.
It's coming back.
They put aluminium in your house. And now when it is rare, I don't know where it has all gone, who has used it. But now when they're selling you back again, it is so expensive that only rich people can buy.
Yeah, only rich people can buy.
Why is this happening? This is by design. This is not coincidence. That they take away good things from your knowledge bank.
And then you will get to realize that the value of that
will know the value of it and be able to take it. Only rich can wear woven clothes now. Hand woven clothes. That is more expensive now.
Yeah.
Because most weaver community has diminished. So the solution is to have real education on all these skills of life. To bring out new generation on these skills. And what you think is luxury, the sofa and the television, is not luxury but your enemy.
Yeah, that's true.
That is your enemy. So either we continue living in that toxic environment of city life. Even in city, people are able to create a balance. But it's a journey. You have to start to go on that journey. That journey will take time. But start. If you don't start by saying ifs and buts and don't, then you will not do even a 1% good for your children.
Yeah.
I'm saying start. Somewhere, wherever you can start. I removed all the toxic cookware from my house 2 years back.
Oh.
Thrown away. Bought only ironware, clayware and everything. If you want to cook only in this. Otherwise, no, not required. No non-stick and aluminum and everything. Same way, all oils, refined oils went out of my house. All cosmetics, deodorants, perfumes went out of my house. Nothing to be used, no chemicals to be used for floor cleaning. Bioenzymes we make at home from orange peels, flowers and everything. Rita, shikakai, those kind of things. Then you realize you don't need all these things. These are created only for commercial consumerism.
Yeah.
Keep buying. Then you realize, "Arey, mere ko chahiye nahi ye sab."
Yeah.
And my body doesn't stink anymore because I'm clean from inside.
Yeah.
Once you're clean from inside, the body stops stinking only.
Yeah, that's true.
You feel good. So it's a huge subject for education. Only if I find the right gurukul or right environment where they follow a lot of natural this thing, I am open to that. I am not saying I will not send my kids to school. I am thinking it is not a necessity for me and my child to learn. If you identify the purpose, then that purpose is met without going to the school, then I don't need to go to the school. So for me, what is important is the purpose. If I'm able to address the purpose, then rest is all secondary. Whether I send him to school or not to school, definitely not to a commercial school, conventionally way it is.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to discipline him. What is discipline? A lion, a tiger is a wild animal which had a free life in the jungle. You pick them, bring them to circus, and you train them and you tame them. A dog, you train them, you tame them to behave, to sit down when you say sit down, and stand up when you say shake hand when you want to do them shake. What is that? Taming, training. No, you have broken the soul of that animal. You have beaten him so much that he is afraid. By chaining him, by putting him in shackles, that your freedom is arrested if you don't listen to me. If you don't listen to me, I'll hit you also. Hitting can be by shouting also, by trying to take away your food, by trying to take away your freedom. That is also aggression, violence. Then the animal will be forced to behave and act what you tell him to do.
Yeah.
When he does, you give him food, you give him a little bit of freedom.
Yeah.
Then the animal gets, his soul is broken, his free wild soul is broken. He can't think openly and by himself. Now he's dependent on you. So you can use him for circus and make money from him. Now you try to leave this animal in the jungle, that animal may die because he will forget how to hunt. His natural instincts is suppressed. He cannot. You have to keep feeding him dog food, cat food, meat to the tiger or elephant. Also, you give him all those things. They lose their natural instincts. Same as with humans. You want to break the soul of the child, send him to school.
Yeah.
He'll be trained like an animal, like a circus animal. If you want that, please send him to school. Future slave of this system, corporate slavery and everything, please send him. With us, we have already gone through that for decades, so it's very difficult for us to get out of it.
Yeah.
But we are making attempts to get out of this. One by one step. Nothing should be done in a hurry. One by one step. So that your mind doesn't, we need to learn to get our natural instincts back. For children, it is easy. Just keep them away from all this.
Yeah.
Show them what real nature is. Let them develop their natural instincts, and life will be much easier.
Yeah.
So that's the ideology on education, job, money, those aspects. If you have your health in your hand, health is in your hand, not somebody else's hand. Food is in your hand, not somebody else's hand. Shelter can be in your hand.
Yeah.
Whatever money you have made, just buy a land and then build a house. Build a house with your kids. Let them build their own room, touch the mud, build it. It may take years to do that, but start thinking about it. Important is start thinking about it. Anyway, I am also in the process of the journey. Slowly, once my wife is also on board, she's also trying to sink into their thoughts. It will take time to break this conditioning of 30 years, 40 years from your childhood. It's very difficult, but it can happen gradually. So our idea should be to take our generations to the positive, where our ancestors have lived, in a harmonious, happy life. We should go back to that direction.
Yeah. Wow. So may I ask you one more question? Like, what is your dream or what is your life goal will be? You might be having some goals, I can say that. So can you share your thing with us?
Sure, Sapnaji. So I go back to my childhood when we were in school, 10th standard, 11th standard, 12th standard. So much of pressure on passing examinations with good percentage and all, right? So our teachers used to ask that, what do you want to become? You want to become a businessman who gives employment to others, or you want to become a very good employee where you are an engineer, or you make good money, you are at a high position like a general manager, and you have a big car and a house.
Yeah.
Those kind of ideas used to be implanted by our teachers in school. Half of us used to raise hand and say, I want to be a businessman, I will give employment. Half of them will say, I want to be at a senior position.
Yeah.
And so conditioning was done from there. Then at home, I used to hate studying and writing and everything.
Okay.
My style used to be one day before I'll just go through the books and done. Then whatever I could write, I'll write. I'll pass also with good marks. But 11th, 12th, so much of pressure my parents put in 12th. Every house, that thing was there. Still, it is there.
Yeah.
That Divyansh, you're not studying. If you don't study, how will you pass? If you don't pass, how will you get a good college, good engineering college? If you don't get engineering college, then what about the job and all? What? So simple thing was they used to ask me instead, Divyansh, what do you want to become when you grow up? You want to be a doctor, engineer, IS officer, lawyer? And I used to be quiet. I used to be blank. I never told my parents that the answer, but today I tell them. Now my mother knows my this thing. That time when I used to go back in my bedroom and used to close my eyes, and I used to ponder on this question कि life में क्या करना है, life में क्या बनना है. So when I would close my eyes, I used to get some images. Those images were not sitting on a desk and doing some computer job, but the image was wandering in jungle and villages, talking to people, moving around, being a happy soul. My face was happy. The image that I used to get. That was the answer I used to get. But I never spoke of it to my parents because I thought it was very stupid.
Yeah.
Because the answer should be engineer, doctor. There is no option D. There was option A, B, C. There was no option D like that. So I never gave that answer, right? But that was my image. That is my vision, which I used to get in the childhood, and even today, I want to do that. So the only thing is to get like-minded people, and to have your family also in the same boat, like same thought process. So that is why it is taking time, but once it happens, it will happen. That is my ultimate goal. Job I am only doing because I have to be in the system. So once I get out of the system, I don't need a job.
Yeah.
I don't need money. Initially you may need money for the transition, but once you are in the system and you have created your ecosystem, you don't need money for your life, for your children. Children also don't need money if they adapt that lifestyle. So we have to give them that path and life for them to become independent, and for hundreds of generations to come in the future to be independent and not be dependent on system. Money system means for education and job and medicine and everything is in your hand. As a community, as an individual also you can do it, as a community also you can do it. So nothing can stop you from being independent.
Yeah,
that's true. That is my vision and future goal, which comes from my childhood. And I still ask every child today, what do you want to be in your life? Every child I meet, I ask this question. They say, uncle, I want to be a senior position after doing IIT and all. I want to make good money. I want to have my own house, car and luxury. And I said, that's it? They said, yeah, that's it. I said, what about family life? You don't want beautiful family with whom you can laugh with, travel and, spend more time, play. Yeah, I want. I said, then you should look at your fathers. Most of people of my generation are working from morning to night. They come back in the night to eat food and sleep, get up only to eat food, to go back to work for somebody else, make money for them. We don't, and we only get Saturday, Sunday. And Saturday, Sunday, what people do is
go outings,
splurge money, do a staycation or spend money, retail therapy to regain whatever lost time they had in those 5 days.
Yeah.
All the happiness that you were supposed to get all the days, you try to quickly take it out in 2 days. 2 days quickly, let's go stay out, Coorg, and spend the night and
come back.
So it's called redemption. Yeah. You're trying to redeem all the lost emotions that you lost in those 5 days.
Yeah.
Or many people don't even get that. They only get time once or twice in a year for vacation. And otherwise you do shopping. You spend money and you feel good. Oh, yeah, I'm able to buy something.
Yeah.
Actually, that satisfaction was to come from creating things from your own hands slowly. It may take 3 days, 4 days to create, but your time was supposed to be spent in that, not for creating something for someone else, which is not going to do good for you. This technology is going to destroy us. I am using technology to spread more awareness, apart from my office work. But after a certain point of time, I'm going to cut off completely from technology, because you just become a slave of it.
Yeah.
And so today we are using it, like today, just to spread awareness, to reach to more people. I am selfish, I want more people like me, so that we have more power. And that is why I'm speaking about it. Otherwise I'll just quietly go and live my life, right?
Yeah.
Reason is we want more awakened people like us,
Yeah.
who think alike. More power we will get when more people stand up.
Yeah.
The system cannot force you to take vaccine or take this or that or do this, stay inside your house.
Yeah.
They can't imprison you like that
Yeah.
unnecessarily. We own this country, we are the citizens, we are the inhabitants. Don't let
Wow.
system govern or rule your mind. So the child will answer, but uncle, I need money, no, to be happy.
Yeah.
So then I took him back to the same things.
Yeah.
You can be happy by being with people, right? Just
Yes.
by sitting down talking the whole day, you can still be happy.
Yeah.
Why can't you be happy? If you can't be happy, that means there is a major problem in life.
Yeah.
You should be able to derive happiness from even a grass. Even looking at the ant, you should be happy. That's how
Yeah.
babies are. If you
Yeah.
observe any baby,
Yeah.
any growing baby, infant or toddler, they're happy with small things, and they will laugh
Yeah.
on just
Yeah.
a leaf falling down from the tree. They
Yeah.
will clap and they will laugh.
Yeah.
Why are we losing that innocence? We need that to be happy in life. By removing that innocence, we are creating a consumerism world which will derive happiness only by purchasing.
Yeah. That's true.
So this is the flaw of this system.
That's true.
And we have the power to take back control. It's very simple.
Yeah, it's in our hand.
Before you order your next shampoo or soap or detergent or lotion, sunscreen, deodorant, perfume, ask, do I really need it?
Need this.
Is there an alternate solution? Then you will say, is there a necessity? Is there an alternate solution? Is there a necessity? These two questions should be answered.
Yeah.
Why do I need it? Why am I stinking? Why is my mouth stinking? Is it supposed to stink so badly? Because something is bad inside. How do I make it clean from inside? Those are the questions. If we ask, we'll know. So start by asking questions. And consumerism can take a walk. We don't need consumerism. People are paying to laugh. People are going to pay to a concert of stand-up comedy or a concert of a famous musician. 7,000, 10,000 rupees ticket.
Yeah.
We all knew how to sing, play Antakshari together.
Yeah.
We stopped doing that. We all could play some instruments, in our childhood. We stopped doing that. We want to play YouTube and listen to a music. Why can't we sing to each other? Why can't we be each other's entertainment?
Yes.
Let's bring that community life back. We are living in matchboxes with thousands of people living next to each other. But in reality, we are not living as a community.
Yeah.
We are only fighting or not even talking to each other.
Yeah.
The neighbor doesn't know his neighbor.
Yeah.
Gone are those days when we used to knock and say, you need something, I need something, give me.
Yeah.
Children can't go to each other's houses anymore. Why is that happening? Because boundaries we create.
Yes.
What is bad, what is wrong, and we create boundaries. We put boxes, children and ourselves in our boxes. And obviously our work-life balance means work, full day.
Yeah.
Life means to come back home and sleep in our home is work-life balance.
Yeah.
That
and we are becoming robotic.
Robotic, individualistic.
Yeah.
Family, joint family culture gone.
Gone. Yeah.
Even in this nuclear family, no childless couple. They don't want to make money, make baby because there is too much expenditure. There is expenditure if you go by the system.
Yeah.
But there is no expenditure if you go natural living.
Yeah.
You save more money.
Yeah.
People think we want freedom. Freedom from what?
Yeah.
Spending 90% of your life for the slavery, and then once a year you take vacation or twice a year. Without the child, you think you are independent. I am having a good time with my son. Since he was born, we are traveling.
Yeah.
We are having a good time.
Yeah.
We are having fun. We are seeing new things. We are learning again.
Yeah.
We are learning how a child learns.
Yeah.
So it's a misconception that you lose your freedom. What freedom are you talking about? You are giving in more into the slavery of the system by trying to get some freedom that you're talking about. It's a perception of freedom.
Yeah.
Not freedom. So I'm saying adapt, embrace animals, plants, children, nature, overall. Embrace them. They're not bad. Stop cementing the roads. Stop cementing this thing. Water problem will come because of that. Soil is good. Go barefooting. You don't need. I stop spending on footwear.
Yeah.
Why do you need footwear? If you have soil and grass, stones, you don't need footwear.
Yeah.
So same way for consumerism, everything can be broken down. Clothes, shoes, cosmetics. Everything's bad for you. No, forget about good. It is bad for you. Forget about it works in
Yeah.
positive way or not. It is bad for you. Whatever is unnatural is bad.
Yeah.
So there are levels of bad. How bad? Little bad,
Yeah.
more bad, little more. You have to, when you study and you get knowledge, you will understand. ठीक है, यहाँ पे थोड़ा compromise कर सकता हो, यहाँ पे नहीं कर सकता.
First remove the highest one.
Highest ones, and then you have a journey.
Yeah.
Slowly. First, I'll focus on the highest one. Then this.
Yeah.
First, I'll find a replacement.
Yeah.
Then I'll find the necessity. If there is no necessity, I will not use the replacement also.
Yeah.
That level, you will keep going above and above and above. Even diet is like that.
Yeah.
You will quit dairy. You will quit non-veg. Then you will quit even processed vegan diet. You will realize you don't need this also. You don't need cheese, butter, vegan cheese also, vegan butter also. You don't need, and you stop feeling the desire also gradually. Whole food. You don't need to cook. You don't need the oil. You can just be on raw food and be happy.
Yeah.
You spend less time in the kitchen. You spend more time with your family.
Yeah.
Then you get more freedom, more time for yourself. Because you're living unnatural life, you don't get time for yourself. So we are outsourcing our everything to, to other people.
And thank you so much for coming here and taking your so much time.
No, thank you, Sapraji, for joining me in my daily rituals.
Values and all. Yeah, wow. It's a very amazing thing. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.